Niger State Senior Secondary Education Board has held a stakeholders meeting with school principals in Zone B on the need to promote educational standard in senior secondary schools across the state. Chairman of the board, Alhaji Abdulkadir Shehu Nafuntua, chaired the meeting alongside permanent members of the board held at NUT Secretariat, Mina. The report.
Speaking shortly after the interface with school principals, the chairman, Senior Secondary Education Board, Alhaji Abdulkadir Shehu Nafuntua, maintained that the meeting became necessary to interact with the school principals in Zone B so as to inform them their plans and objectives of the board in order to move the education forward in line with the former governor, Mohammed Umar Bago, in revamping educational sector in the state.
We call our principal in this Zone B to interact with them, to tell them our aims and objectives on the board, and what we support to do and what they support to do also. Our intention is to see them move the education forward in the state as far as the executive governor, Farmer Omar Bawoy, is willing to help the education sector in the state.
Also speaking at the meeting, the state chairman of Nigeria Union of Teachers, Comrade Akanyogo Adamu Mohammed, commended the new leadership of the board for bringing principals under one umbrella to look into their challenges for urgent intervention in their schools.
It was a meeting that was organized by the Niger State Senior Secondary Education Board officials. You know, the new leadership has assumed office. That is the chairman and the permanent members of the board. So they convened the meeting for an interactive purpose where I think last week they were at Zone B. Today they are in Zone A to interact with the secondary school principals to know the needs and the challenges of the schools, and also to at least intimate the school managers of what they are expected to do. And I think the interaction was a very, very colorful one, a fruitful one. There was a kind of understanding between the management of the board, secondary education board, and the principals.
On her part, the Director General for School and Education Reform, Adiza Mimuna Mohammed, said the interface, which marked the second meeting in Zone B, to make a lot of changes in our secondary schools.
So this is the newly consolidated Senior Secondary School Board. Before it used to be Secondary School Board and Technical and Vocational Board, but now, based on the federal government policy, it has been merged as one, so it is called Senior Secondary School Board. So this meeting is their second interface. They did the first one in Bida for Zone A. Now they are doing the second one in Zone B for Zone B Secondary School. So this is their first interface with their principals, so that they will know them and they will get to have conversation.
During the interaction, principals were given forum to ask questions and voice out their challenges facing school runnings. Umar Abubakar reporting for NSTV.